Hello, Paul Pluta channel. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your dickhead friends about my channel. Tell your dickhead friends about my channel. And today I'm doing a paid review. This is for Robert, and he's asking a very good question. Quick wristwatch check. Quick wristwatch check. Omega Speedmaster, man on the moon, man on the moon. And Robert goes, "Hi Arch, long-time fan here. Please refer to me as Rob and not my full name." Fair enough, I understand. No one asked for me to reveal their full name. Love your channel and your passion for watches. Have learned a great deal from you. Have sent you $20 for your opinion on which way to go. I'm looking for an Omega Speedmaster professional moonwatch. New with a great discount. He's mentioned a price, $4650 Aussie dollars. He's in Australia. Remember, Joma Shop in America is selling it for $33.50 US. $33.50? A little bit cheaper than that, but hey. Maybe, you know, I'm not trying to criticize your pricing. That's quite okay. Or a 40th anniversary, I think it was, 40th anniversary Omega Speedmaster Apollo 11 edition, 2009, $5,200. Love both, especially the 40th anniversary with its silver subdials. Which is the better buy for the money, do you think, and which will retain better value? Will be passed down to my kids. Which way would the pontiff go? Don't want to buy the original Speedmaster used, as I'm happy to spend the extra for a premium new piece. Many thanks and keep up the great work. Okay. So he says, "Oh, no, you're a busy man, but would appreciate the review in the next week or two, as I plan to pull the trigger." Thank you, Rob. Okay, Rob, I'm racing into it for you. So let's have a talk there. What would I do? Which moonwatch would I go for? This is a very interesting question. This is really, really interesting. And I gotta tell you, Omega seems to have a version for different days of the week. They got the Speedy Tuesday, and it is a real tricky thing. Which one do you decide to get? And yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about. I don't think there's a wrong answer. They're all really cool. Omega Speedmaster's a bloody cool watch. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Speedy. I'm wearing my Speedy as we do this review. It is a tricky thing. Which one would I go for? And I gotta tell you the truth. Omega releases far too many versions of their product, and I would probably be inclined to go for the standard classic one. I mean, I used to love the broad arrow. You had the Omega Speedmaster broad arrow that had like the original sword hands on the Speedmaster with the steel bezel, and they're a bit softer than the original. You've also got, I really did love the first Omega in space, but it's on a leather strap instead of a bracelet. Then you had the sandwich, where you had a Omega Speedmaster with a Halcyon glass, but a sapphire display back. And it is a very, very interesting dilemma. Which is the best Speedmaster to go for? And I gotta tell you, I think the best piece, in my opinion, the best piece to go for, is the original, okay? Because it seems to be the one, it is the original, okay? It's the Halcyon glass, non-display back, manual wind, It's on a metal bracelet. I reckon that is the cool one to go for. They're not going to stop making that one. That is the most perfect version of the Speedmaster. And I mean, you just look at it. It's just delightful. Apollo, you know, the Apollo 11. Then they had the dark side of the moon and the grey, the meteor. So many bloody versions there. I think just go for the classic one there. There's nothing wrong with any of them. They're all really, really cool. But in my opinion, I think the original classic version is the one to go for. It's also, you know, it's a little bit cheaper there, a little bit of a saving there. I think it is a very, very cool wristwatch. It's a proper man's watch. It's a manual wind chronograph. How could you not love that? Any man would love that to have. And it's interesting. With Omega, they seem to have so many bloody limited editions. They have the Snoopy. Some of these limited editions have become more valuable. Some have become less valuable. I think the best way to go is just get the classic. They're not going to ditch the classic. I mean, you're not going to get sick of that, are you? I mean, that is Omega Speedmaster, man on the moon. How could you not love it forever? I mean, that is iconic. It's everything you could possibly really want in a Speedmaster. Beautifully made, beautifully executed. It's just a gorgeous piece. So that's probably where I would be coming from. That's kind of my view. That's what I reckon would be really cool. I mean, there is no bad decisions, but I think the iconic, the classic, that'll always be, you know, popular, and it'll always be there in the range. So, see, Omega has tried to replace it. They tried to replace this with the Speedmaster. Going back in the 1970s, they had the Mark II, Speedmaster Mark II. Then they had the Mark III, and it's the classic one has stayed. It's kind of like a 911 Porsche. It's the one that everybody, the customer, wants. The classic Omega. I mean, it is what it is. You know, this is the classic Omega Speedmaster. This is manual wind chronograph. They've even bought coaxial version. They've done so many damn versions. I reckon stick with the classic version. It's an icon. It's not a lot of money. I mean, you think about that. What you're talking about from 46.50 Aussie dollars, okay? 4,650. That's not bad, really, is it? I mean, it's a really cool watch. That's a damn amazing watch. It is a top end chronograph. Can't get past that, can you? A top end chronograph under $5,000. I think that would be the one I would go for. The Omega Speedmaster is just an iconic piece. It's a lovely piece. And I can't think of anything more iconic to pass down to your kids there. So that's kind of what I would do. I think, I mean, they're all pretty cool. They're all pretty cool. But when it comes down to it, they dropped the broad arrow. Now they got the first man in space. You know, they just tweak these bloody things. I reckon stick with the classic. Stick with the classic. I reckon that's the way to go. It's just cool. There is no wrong answer, really. If you went for the Apollo 11, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That is a very cool piece too. But I reckon stick with the classic. You can't go wrong. You can never go wrong. And the Speedmaster is just... Omega is such a cool brand there. It is a brand you can just enjoy, love, and cherish. I mean, how can you go wrong with that sort of choice? I think it's a great brand. I love the brand. So Yep, that's my opinion. That's what I would do. I'm Archie Luxury. I've spoken. Tell me what you guys think of that.